Hello, Divine Sunshine. This is part two of this week's reading. The other part, I talked about the angels and how things that was happening in my life helped to gauge with the this week's objective, which is what makes you feel loved and what to let go. So this week things again, just as a refresher, we're dealing with what makes you feel loved. So we're working with love this week, and the energies are also working with what we need to let go. What did you learn from your biggest regret? Some of you all that maybe have not learned anything from your biggest regret, this week you are going to be dealing with that. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael, okay, you're here. But I'm going to ask the angels that I have, Archangel Michael, Archangel Samuel, and Charity, to help me with the cards and say what is it that this week that we need to be working with, according to Melanie Beckler's angel cards that she has. Clear. What do we need to work with this week? Oh, God. Okay, empower your habits. So Archangel Uriel said that we need to work with empowering our habits. Okay, so how do we work with doing that? Let's look for the divine feminine. What does she need to do in order to do this week about empowering your habits, divine feminine? What does she needs to do? That's it, clear? Clear. What does she need to do? And what does the divine, we say, Spirit, you're not going down. Say, I said, pick me too. And for divine masculine, got you, stop. Okay, so, and let me ask, what kind of energies? Clear. Can you give me clarifier? Oh, this is for that. Okay. We'll clarify for this one. Clarify for this one. And we're going to just tell the story. I ain't going to look at it and clarify for this one. Stories. Okay. All right. So divine feminine, you need to work with this week in order to get rid of these habits you have here. We talk about surrendering to spirit. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to divine and let sparks work its magic for you. So it's almost after you done all you can, you just stand. So like Donnie McClurkin's song there, you just stand. You done everything. You did all the spiritual work. You did everything. Took every course. Watch every video. Talk to everybody, spiritual gurus. You watch every Divine Sunshine, Divine Unisoul 11 channels, videos, and now you're saying, now what? Right now you have to kind of work, you're working with that as far as surrendering to spirit, especially when you have about these habits, because these habits are still kind of lingering in the background. You're kind of still trying to fine tune them, divine feminists, but they're there. The karma came up with, so karma again, dealing with some things, maybe the situation, also about the divine masculine, maybe being in a common situation. You've got to learn to get to the point that you just got to surrender it. This is a bad habit because this is something in far as empower your habits. Faith, worry is faith turned upside down. So instead of you, to me, when I see the empower your habits, find a way that some of these things, these habits that you have, is just the flip side and the mirror side of what positively can really have things move. So if you're worrying about that, say, okay, what's the flip side of that? Let me find some faith in this. Let's find faith in the spirit that we'll find the answer to this common situation, and that will be released. Okay. Again, also find and empower your habits. To me, habits is something that you do over and over and over again. Don't have to be bad habits. There's some good habits too. You know, like you say, every morning I wake up at 5 o'clock. You know, I make breakfast. I go run. Okay, that's a habit. You do that every day. That's a good habit. You know, that's not bad. All the time when you do something over and over again is not to be viewed as, oh my God, that's so bad. Okay, so things about magic. So, you know, I always think of Jupiter 11:11 say I'm a master manifestor. All of us are master manifestors as well. Just some of us have been on the dark side or the shadow side of it, not knowing how to use it well. I've been working with a new thing because they were saying a lot of times, sometimes our minds can't do it. And somebody gave me a new trick and has been working, which is said just kind of like lightheartedness with your mind. Just say, you know, what if by chance this happens? You know, because not saying, oh, I'm praying, you know, I see myself with a Lamborghini, you know, driving it. Now, in my mind, I say, ain't no way in hell nobody gonna get at me, be getting in no Lamborghini, no one. I'm too busy right now with handling business with dad. I ain't got time for doing that. You know, your mind's gonna come up with all different kind of excuses and reasons as to why that ain't gonna happen, you know. So instead of that, saying, you know what, you know, I just thinking, what if it happened just like maybe today, just like I would just go for a ride in a Lamborghini. And then in your mind, you start getting excited, like, yeah, what would happen? Oh my God, I'd be on the track. You know, I heard, you know, that, oh, I'd be driving fast. I could feel the wind blow, you know, and I'm just enjoying myself. And I'm kind of, in some ways, I'm feeling like that's a way to get rid of all my problems because I'm just driving fast. Okay, now that's better than me up there sitting there talking about, ooh, I wish I could. And I come up with 50 million things. It shifts the whole atmosphere when you start saying, you know, what if this happened? What if, you know, this way? What if happened with, if the divine masculine would call today? Oh, you know, I would feel X, Y, you know, that would be nice, you know, if he would call and see how I'm doing, how dad's doing, and we have a conversation, and, you know, of course, I'd be kind of giggly, you know, like I always do, and he just lift my spirits up, and, you know, I kind of would like that actually happened. You know, that instead of saying, oh my God, I'm open up to the heavens, I pray to the divine master, that, you know, your brain gonna come and fit. He ain't gonna call because right now he busy at work. This is the busiest time for him on the job. He ain't returned my text this morning. He just been kind of short. It's gonna come up with me. But when you have it the other way, that what if, is much better. So try that as a trick for some of you all. Just to say, what if this would happen? What if happened if he would? What happened if he would say he had got rid of the karmic and he would contact me? You know what? Oh Lord, that would be, oh my God, that would just be wonderful. You know, you need to come into all those kind of things. So that's the magic. That's the empower those things, those habits, the what ifs kind of thing. Develop that habit instead of praying and asking for it to happen to manifest, and then watch that manifestation problem has happened. I did that, and actually to tell you, I said in the other one, I'm gonna give another shout out to Spiritual Rock again. I had just practiced that thing. Well, I said, what if I was just like, this money would just come to be just I didn't have to work for, no effort, and it just came. And then I would just picture like money just flowing to me and just landing in my, I said, oh my God, that would just be a wonderful feeling. And then after that, then Spiritual Rocket gave me a beautiful blessing and a monetary gift. And I was like, I just did it. I practiced it. It was my first time doing it. And I was like, thank you, God, that, you know, me practicing that. And it does work. It just shifts it. Instead of me saying, I said, oh, God, I need somebody right now. I need somebody right now. And then the universe like, okay, well, you know what? I gave it to you. You're like, what the hell you gave me? I don't see no money here. And they say, you said you needed money. Say, yeah, that's what I said. Where the money at? Say, no, you said you needed money. Wait a second, I done got bamboozled. You mean to tell me you gave me more of me wanting to need money in return instead of you give me money? Yeah, because that's what you said. Okay, so we got to kind of change that. Again, empowering your habit. Here you got God of sensuality. Get in the habit, empower your habit self of being, now this is funny, this is the masculine, God of sensuality, which means for you, divine feminine, get into the habit or the thinking of yourself as being sensual, sexual, being in tune with your body, having your own intimacy with self, liking who you see in the mirror. When you see yourself, okay, you know what? I'm kind of feeling myself today. I did say that before I got on. I said, I kind of look kind of cute today. You know, you got to kind of feel yourself. So, oh, my skin look like it's glowing all over with everything that's going on. I got a nice glow about some things. Oh, my God, I can't believe it. Thank God for the glow. Even though I'm going through my own many Kansas Wizard of Oz moment of being in the tornado with what's going on with that. Thank God that I still have. I had the glow. I wasn't dark or anything like that, or looking like carrying that aura of darkness of worry and stuff. And so the same thing. So develop a habit of the way you think of yourself. Thinking. Not emotionally, not heart, but thinking as yourself as that God or that goddess. Thinking. This is what it's saying. You need to also surrender to play divine feminine. So how you do that? Again, remember we talked about empower your habits. Stop this and surrender. Take a break from overthinking and go do something fun. Play as a time of recreation and rejuvenation. I thank God that I have my line sister. She's always saying, listen here, I know you need to get out the house. She's been trying to get me out the house, and I haven't been. I've been kind of real knee deep into thinking about strategizing what to do for Dad. What's the next step? And she always says, she's always my one to say, okay, let's do this. You want to go out? You want to go listen to some music? You want to go to the church choir thing, hear one of the people do that? You want to go listen to some house music or something like that? We going to kind of get out for a little while. And she always understands, because this is what you want to get out. Get out of that. This is not a habit that you want to empower. This grief and anger. Especially with this moon that came up, it brought up a lot of situations and old hurts. I can feel it purging out of me. Same things like I thought we had been over that. I'm seeing them back into this light. Why am I revisiting this old feeling? Once the moon kind of wanes down and that energies kind of get out of it, it'll say, Spirit say about Wednesday. By Wednesday, it'll clear out and it'll get out. But right now, some of us are still dealing with grief and anger. Grief and anger is still this thing. You're having some sleepless nights. That's why it's saying surrender to play. To empower your habits, a new habit of, when I'm feeling this low and this woe is me kind of feeling, do something that you like. Get you some comedy. Same thing like when I was in the in the room with my dad at the hospital, and I was like, he liked the Law and Order. I'm like, dude, how much Law and Order can you watch them? They're killing people. They can't find the body, yada, yada, yada. I like that energy. My mom get tired of me talking about the energy. I don't give a darn, because that's real talk. Everything is made up of energy. This daggone table, daggone iPad I'm talking and recording on, all of this is made up of energy. It don't matter how it goes. And so with the energy, and I'm like, dude, get you something on the TV that's got some comedy. At least if you think about transitioning out, at least go out with a chuckle and a laugh or something. This daggone Law and Order mess is not it. So he all on TV, ION station, and he just listening over and over. So now I got that. He said, well, at one point he had cleared, because my dad, like I said in the other video, he goes in and out of dimensions. So he was at the point he said, because most of the time when him and I listen to, he's like, well, get something you like, go on. So he came check back in. I have to keep on drawing the white. So, you all, anybody in the comment sections, tell me what kind of things can I do to help somebody. I'm not professing at all to know everything, to kind of get somebody to anchor that's kind of going into those dimensions, to kind of like when you need to have a conversation and you kind of anchor them down. I've been doing the white light, the green light, anchoring them down, bringing it that away. And just really saying and talking to him, say, I need to talk to his 5D self. I need him to drop down into the body right now so we can have us a clear conversation, so I can make some decisions about what's currently going on. That's one way. So anyway, so we was watching on the television Kevin Hart and Will Ferrell, and some movie that I think it was somebody, him being in prison, or he got sent. Will Ferrell got sent to prison wrong, and Kevin Hart was in there, and he was trying to help them, teach him how to be hard so they wouldn't mess with him, because I think when he first came in there he was crying and everything. So I was hollering and just laughing up a storm with that movie, and I was good. So it's kind of lightening up the thing, because I'm saying kind of laughter is good, lightens up the energy in the room. So for a while dad was look, I said I was trying to carry a conversation on with him. For a second there, he was there. The old dad's like that. I said, you like Kevin Hart? He's like, no, I don't care too much about it. I said, okay. Because some people don't. And it don't surprise me. He could join the ranks of the rest of them. And I said, but I like me some real fair. He's like, I like real fair. I like real fair. I said, okay. So we were going back and forth. We was talking about that. And, you know, he's for a while. So then that movie got off. And then looked like he came back to said, like, what's this coming on? I said, oh, this is another movie. I said, is this Kevin Hart Marathon on TBS? What is this? And so then he's like, I don't know. So then next thing came on was Kevin Hart in movie with Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. And so then he came on next, and then so they was doing this. So the first part of it, I was cracking up laughing at that because it was about the scene with him being in the shower, and he was a young version of him, and he was singing and stuff like that. And so their dad's like, get off of that. I said, what's happening? He said, no, I don't want to watch that no more. I said, okay. He said, well, what's the movie you was watching that was making you laugh? I want to laugh too. So then I was like, I said, Dad, that movie gone. I said, this ain't like we're at home where I could take the DVR service and we go back and I could play the movie back over for you. And he like, oh, no, well, get off of that. So then he wanted to go right back into the daggone ION's channel with the daggone Law and Order. And I was like, oh my God, you know. But, you know, you can't force nobody that don't even understand about energies, because I was like, you don't want, oh, Jesus, my back. You don't want to be, you know, with them energies like that. Can't find the kid and all that stuff, that drama. And all you doing is going to sleep, and that's going in your subconscious. Again, empower your habits. Moving on, speaking of the man, the masculine, we're going on to, so for you, divine masculine, you need to surrender to your full power. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. You got to empower your habits. The habit that you're doing that needs to go bye-bye is you playing small. The new habit that you need to develop, divine masculine, is the habit of you playing, getting to your full power, thinking much bigger and larger than yourself. So you got to kind of watch those thoughts, especially when you like, nah, I can't do that. You know, I'm foolish for thinking that way. You know, this all I made for. This is all I can do. You know, I ain't meant to love nobody else, but just be in this situation that I'm in. You know, I don't deserve love because all the stuff that I done did to the divine feminine, this is really the best I can do. Okay, got to flip that thought off, get off of that, or this job I'm in, you don't know the things I done in the past. This is about the best job I could get because I ain't got no education. So, you know, this is about the best. Now I'm thinking like, you know, let me play myself much bigger than this. How about I go back to school at night, take me a couple of classes, give me something underneath my belt that can help me get out this situation, okay? That's one thing. How you going to do that? Doing with your divine energy, which is goddess of love. Start thinking in your emotions about love, just like what I was talking about you saying, no, I ain't good enough to be in a loving situation. Do you know what I done in the past? I broke a lot of hearts. I was very nasty. You know, I was kind of, Bobby Brown said, I was humping around, you know, those different things like that. A person like that don't need to deserve love because I did a lot of shady things and I broke a lot of hearts, and I know now that was bad. Okay, well then now the good thing is that you know that was wrong. Now let's start viewing ourselves as a goddess of love, which means not turning into, but going to the feminine side as far as your energies and as far as in your emotions. How can you become just emotionally being the really the king of your emotions, you know, that part. Then also when you're talking about God of awakening, you know, really getting to the point there that you are awakening things. And you know, that's funny they have this on it because most of the time they're doing rituals and they're doing a lot of shouting and stomping and getting rid of those kind of spirits that don't belong there. And you know, they doing all these things to wake up the spirits, wake up the ancestors, wake up the dead, you know, the dead things that got to go ahead, those thoughts of saying, I can't do it. I did it before, that dream before, and that didn't work out too well. And so I don't know if I want to wake that up again. Okay, so when we talk about that, awakening that giant, that God within you or the divinity within you, and it's like you say, it's time to wake up, you know. So these are the things we're talking about as far as you get into your full power, because this is a warrior here, you know, very ancestral, going back into the past and pulling back to like back then and there. You probably say, I was a warrior back then. Then when all this crap hit me through life, It went a whole different damn direction. You know, I wish I could go back there and get that warrior. Yeah, well, it's time for you to empower that warrior back again, because that goes back to the cards of the objective again. What do you need to let go? What is your biggest regret? Those things, and what makes you feel good. It makes you feel loved. So you got to go back to that, okay? And how you do that, that's how you're going to obtain your full power. So think about what made you feel loved. Think about your biggest regret, how you can let that go so you can get into your full power. And also, you need to come with the God of wisdom again. Wisdom is to be wise. Wise to me, when I think of the word wisdom, and if somebody was asking me what would be the definition of that, which means to take all of your life experiences, all the things that you did wrong, the regrets, to know the things that you love, the dislikes, your likes, and take all of those things there and build upon it. Just like Oprah said, I stand on the shoulders of those that came before me. I stand on the shoulders of all the challenges, all the wrongdoings, all the things that made me happy, those things that people had said, forgive me, I wasn't going to be like Biggie Small said, for the teacher who said I wasn't going to amount to nothing. All those different things, those experiences help you, just like I said at the beginning of part 1, help you to be who you are today. Just like the experiences that you had with the Divine Feminine, those heartbreaks that you put on, or you in turn they had put on yourself, or you in turn had did it on the Divine Feminine. All those things, you're supposed to take that. Like this man, he looks wise. He looks very determined. He looks like he's taking the information. He's like, I've been taking notes down. I've been scribing things of the past to say, you know what? These are the things I want to remember. These are the things that I doom to repeat again. Okay. And the next thing for Divine Masculine you need to do is to surrender. Surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs, and remember that no is a complete sentence, okay? So this is what you need to do. Surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries and understand no. You need to exercise that. This is, again, empowering your habits. This needs to become a habit. A habit, like I said, a lot of times people didn't know. No is a complete sentence. It ain't got to be followed by nothing else. You ain't got to find no other verbs, no other adverbs, no other nouns to go along with it. It's already implied that I'm talking about you. And you the subject, and the noun is no, and the verb is no. I ain't doing it. I ain't thinking about doing it. That's it. Okay? This is your verb of action. No. There ain't nobody moving. Ain't nobody doing nothing. Okay? So, that is that one. And don't correct me down the bottom and say that's wrong, because right now it's going to be what I say on that one. So, now, you have here, because you're not finding your ways to do that, and finding your limitations, is you're causing you to have physical ailments. Now, they have, like here is the feminine. Now, I'm going to go 2 parts with this. Because Divine Masculine, you are not finding the way to be able to say no. It is manifesting itself through the Divine Feminine. And that's so funny. What she's hurting right here is actually the spot that I'm hurting as well. I had said the other day, I said, you know what? I think why I'm having this pain in my butt, and I mean literally in my tailbone, is because somebody is being a pain in the ass, excuse me for cursing, to the Divine Masculine. And it's manifesting and it's coming out on my end. Okay, so whoever this pain in the ass that's going on here, feeling here, is manifest. That's why I say Divine Masculine. Although you going there talk about doing like the Smurfs, la 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 la. La 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 la. You up there skipping to my loo like you one of the daggone Smurfs, and the daggone feminine is over there is catching hell and getting all these type of ailments. Another way of looking at this is that the Divine Feminine is your Divine Feminine within yourself is also having ailments happen because you're not finding a way to be analytically think, okay, it's time for me to practice and exercise the power of no. Understanding that, and it's coming out within you as well as in a physical ailment. Okay. Third way of looking at this is that this is coming out because there's also a physical ailment coming out because you don't know how to say no, and that is coming out. You're having like pains in your emotional body. okay, as well. So that's another way of looking at this. Okay. You need to also, in order to surrender and finding limits again, learn how to heal those spots, those energies, those things in your heart chakra. This is what I'm picking up. Your heart chakra. Learn how to protect it. Again, you got to get to the point, and I know you feel that. I had the other day with my sister about my dad and some things trying to get right, and I'm very protective of my dad, and dad's very protective. We have an odd way of being protective of each other. He has his way, I have my way, but when it comes down to, you say, oh my God, both of them is very protective of each other. And I didn't want anybody to come visit my dad in the hospital. And so then she was saying something. I told one of my nephews, which would be his great grandson, no, because right now he's going in and out of consciousness, and I really don't want anybody to see him like that. My dad wouldn't want them to see him like that. And so my sister said in so many words that, oh my God, if you do that and anything happens, it's all going to fall on you, and try to throw kind of semi like all this guilt on me. I forgive, and we talked about it, we got together. But see, again, when people say those things like that, you as an empath are very sensitive. Like my mom says, she says sensitive, whatever. But my thing is, you can actually feel it when it's like them, like a person saying, it's like I'm giving you a gift. Here, you take that guilt. Now that's yours, okay? And you feel it like, now you feel like, oh, I gotta take it, but I don't want to take it. But you dumped it on me, so I guess I gotta take it. And so now you embracing that stuff that they have given you and saying, this is yours now. Be happy with it. And you're like, I don't want that. That's not me. So again, you as a divine masculine, you can feel, move that out the way. You can feel when people are actually dumping that energy out on you. I keep on saying that to you all. And that when you do that power of not knowing how to say no, they're doing the same thing. They're dumping all that crap on you and say, now take it and be happy. And you have to get to the point and say, no, listen, I got enough energy things that I'm dealing with. I don't need your crap and my crap together. That's out. I mean, if you don't know nothing else from this channel, learn how to take that energy and toss it right back like Venus and Terina and say, love, serve, bye, your turn. Here you go. Take that right on back over there to your side, because I don't need that. I don't need no extra garbage. I got enough hefty bags here. You didn't like Erica Badu talk about, bag lady, you gonna miss your bus. Dragging all them bags like that. You don't need to keep on dragging or missing your bus with your transportation on to your destination and being with your twin. Then when people drip extra stuff into you, learn how to say no. I'm very passionate, very adamant about that. I'm learning to get my voice too, because I think I'm very much a very sweetie pie. I will try my best to give you the shirt off my back. But at this point, some of these things that people are now getting to the point that's like, no, I ain't got time for it. You figure out how you gonna deal with that. Do not dump that stuff on me. So long story short, we got it together. We got to compromise about how we can deal with the situation for him to see him. But at the same time, I still was standing my ground. The answer was no. But we found something in between this thing. But when people do that stuff and they dump that stuff, they kill me. I mean, I can literally see them like bringing like a bread box with a bow and say, here, this is yours now. Merry Christmas. No. I don't want that. Okay, so again, find a way to have to say no, because and find your limits, because this in turn is going to help to heal you within you. Okay, maybe heal even the inner child, because the inner child might be saying, I don't want that. That's not what I want. And so, as a child, you are really easy to say no. I don't want that. No, and I want ice cream. No. I don't want that. I refuse to eat the dinner, until you got the point in mind say, oh, you ain't going to eat the dinner? Oh, okay, so this what's going to happen is you go over there, time out, and when you change your mind, you can have ice cream after that. And then if you stay over there too daggone long, you stay your behind right over there in that corner, because my mind going to get changed, and the answer going to be no, because, see, I shouldn't be going back and forth with you about telling you about getting no ice cream. So that's out. So, again, next thing, again, communion. Communion, again, to me, is the number 11. Communion with yourself to become into union. I call it come union. Come into union with yourself. Come into union with your divine counterpart in the physical, divine feminine. Come into union with the world that's around you. And that's going to help you. And to me, the more you interact with these other people, the more you're going to be able to find your voice, and the more you're going to be able to find the power of no, okay, as well. So that's why you need to learn how to surrender to setting limits, so you can be able to know how to say no and how to protect yourself and create that healing to go on with that. I was going to turn it off, but I think I'm going to keep on going so we can see what the energies is for this one. So that's what we need to surrender for. Keep on going, angels. So what's going to happen? Clear. In love. No, stop. You just told me. Say, what's about the energy? So what are some events that's going to happen? Some big, the catalyst events that's going to happen for the divine feminine this week. Yeah, I thought so. And what is, okay, good. And what's going to be the catalyst for the divine masculine this week? Okay, for the divine feminine, is this good? We have King of Earth, generous, professional, responsible, practical, a successful time. Confidently accept opportunities you offered, the Midas touch. Again, I think if you're going to be working with that manifestation power, like I told you, and you really work with that, you're going to be really in your power of manifesting. You're going to be a powerful manifester this week. Those of you all that's already manifested, like Jupiter 11:11, say I'm a master manifester already. I don't need any help. Those things, you're going to really find yourself doing that. Again, every time when I see this, I call this the Midas touch card, which is, again, remember again in the story in Midas touch, he turned everything to gold, but the very thing that he loved, with that power that he had, he turned her into gold. And he said, oh my God, and the very thing that I love, I done messed up on. That ain't what I meant. You know, watch it that you don't go into ego. This is what I'm saying. Don't let your ego turn something into the love, into something that is something that you can't play with, you can't do anything with, you can't emotionally touch or reach them, because they have turned kind of solid. You just kind of watch that, because you could get into ego when you're talking about that Midas touch. And he had to ask for spirit to come and ask the angels to kind of undo something that he had did, and then whoever the person, the magician, I call it the angels, to do that. And then he had to baptize, so he got into water himself, and then it released the spell of everything else. So that's why I'm saying, watch it that you don't get into ego, that you're going to have to find yourself, go back and reset again, get yourself grounded again, go back to spirit again, do all your steps 1 through 3. Again, do a Brian McKnight, talk about 1, it's like a dream come true, 2, and you got going back and you say, and I turn, and go back, start back at 1. Yeah. So you're going all the way around to go back to your same point that you started, that if you just let ego not be a part of the process. Okay, so watch that. But some good things professionally I'm picking up in your career is really what we talk about, with some massive manifestation that's going to go on. We ain't talking about the things of love. It's just pretty much of life that's going to be some good things that's going to manifest in. And we're talking about the area of your careers. Okay, maybe something that you've been wanting to manifest in your life as far as your mission or purpose. That's going to pop off this week. And then also career-wise. Okay, those are the 2 areas we're talking about. And we ain't mentioning about love on that one. For the divine masculine, we have intelligent, decisive, idealistic, tireless. Events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options, creative solutions. Now, this came in reverse. This one I'm going to go ahead and just call it this one I'm going to call it where it's more of an influence. This really means, it's really saying not an influence. I don't know why that came to be. Yeah, we might be, these events might influence you to really become this. But this is also saying that this is really heavily, lost my words there, but this is really what's going to have to emphasize. Thank you. This is emphasizing that this is what's going to actually happen This is actually emphasized doubly that this is what's concentrated. So it's going to be some event that's going to happen this week for your divine masculine. And it's going to happen very fast. But you're going to have to find yourself kind of real quickly trying to review and see what is actually, I hear you at the same time. They say, can you please pull some cards to find out what both of them is going to actually be and what it's going to look like? Well, I can most definitely do that. Okay, so now let's look and see how is this event going to actually play out for the divine feminine. Clear. What are you talking about for the divine feminine? Can you tell me what's going to actually play out? We don't do no reversals in that. Whatever it is whatever it is. And for the divine masculine, how does this look? Yeah, this is what I thought. Okay, so divine feminine. This week, like I said, you haven't here, these two cards came out. Courthouse. Something which you have been doing to be, it seems like it's saying again, you're going to get justice in. Something maybe at the job you're doing professionally, some things mission and purpose. It wants to be is like you have gotten, I'm picking up in some ways, it was like the panel or the court, like appeals, like Supreme Court, had been taken to the highest court, which would be the universe. They done seen some things. They had appealed some things. They had gone ahead and said they had given you, rewarded you with you going ahead and getting this, whatever this gift it is that you owe, this reward that you all have in this 3D. This, I see a 2 and a 3 together makes 5. So this is going to help create change in some kind of way. The powers to be got together and they had pretty much had stated, you know what, this is something that she needs right now. And this is going to help propel her forward on her journey. Because this journey is like moving forward. Everything's looking in the same direction. The man with the papers are saying that. Now, this could be something on the job. Maybe you had did something legal-wise that you have really had, some of you all I'm picking up, they had really some legal issues that had been going on. And you're finding that you're going to be blessed by this thing. It's going to be a success. That's going to be it. And you might even be offered a opportunity behind whatever this legal issue that's going on. Are you gaining justice? Again, like I said, you're onward and upward. The sales are going. That means that's forward movement. You're going to higher levels. Because like I say, the ship's sails don't open up unless you're actually doing moving and moving forward and going across, sailing across the seas to somewhere specifically, not just bouncing around. And you got the number 3, which is Trinity, which is spirit, soul, and body, which is the alignment. Everything's falling in alignment this week. Okay, that's how that plays out. For the divine masculine, you have the reason why you're having this night of air thing going on now. I think I read up this morning, it was like if you're in the night, it's like you confused, you know what you needs to be done, but you don't know what type of action to take, or you kind of started and you stop. That's what the night energy brings on. Night of air is a lot of mind and mental and some conflict going on there. You got the king here, which is good for the divine feminine. That means if you're in your king energy, you know the problem, you know the solution, you know how to go about it, you know how to master it. And so that's why that's funny. You got the master number, you got the 2, which is unity with the mastery. You don't have 22, but you got that right there for the divine feminine. So you in your king thing. Say, I know the problem. I know what to do, coach. Throw me out there. I'm MVP. I'm going to get the ball in the basket. The Knight of Air is on the court. If you talk about basketball, he's out there. He kind of like, I don't know, should I do defense, offense? Should I block this guy? Maybe not. Maybe I go to the other end of the court. No, maybe I come over here on this side of the court. Okay, now if they give it to me, now what I'm going to do? He's that person that you like, oh my God, he about to get damn fouled for traveling because he ain't loose the ball yet. And like, dee. And it's like, what happened? Beep, beep. You in trouble. You up to check or whatever they say. You been standing there. You did not dribble the ball. You got a tech or whatever, a penalty for traveling. It's like, what? You didn't pass the ball. You just standing there with the damn thing. It's like, so he's saying you just standing there. Excuse me if I got it wrong, but anyway, this is what I'm picking up. Just standing there. The divine master standing there with the journey and saying, I don't know what to. Okay, this. So right now they're saying this event that's going to happen, and it's like, oh my God, this is an opportunity in a lifetime. They looking like, yes, you at the last quarter. If you throw it in the daggone basket, we going to be in the tournament of the twins. We going to get union. And he's standing like, okay, now what should I do? Should I run? I see opening there. Okay, now if he'll do that, then he going to defend me. Okay, now should I do a 3-pointer from where I'm at? Should I run up? Should I do a layup? Should I do it? And you like, and so he's sitting there like they done told him, it's like, it's in your hands. All divine masculine, divine feminine, standing there and said, what you gonna do? We on the court. And so he's like, I don't know what I'm actually going to do with it. I got to sit here and think. And they're like, well, don't sit there and think too damn long, because they going to hold you in penalty for traveling. You ain't doing that. You just standing there with the daggone basketball. So he's trying to think real quick this week as far as what he's going to actually do, because he's like, I got it. Some kind of event is going to give him the divine masculine going to give you some kind of thing like, I could do this. So in the distant horizons, some kind of way you seeing here, this looks kind of magical here. Whatever it is. But wherever it is here, in the distant horizon, he's ready to set forth anchored right where he is. Because you ain't going to put your anchor down unless you like, I'm at my destination. I'm at where I need to be. So it's right now. The anchor ain't there, but he done pulled it out, and it's like it's about to drag the ocean, and then it's about to say, pump, pump. This is where I want to be. But right now at this point, you got the toil and labor. It's got to be a lot of work in order to get where you want to be, divine masculine. So right now, it's like you're right there on the cusp of something. And I just see you right there, like there, before they say, what they say, offensive foul or whatever. I'm mixing all of them for dribbling. It's failing to dribble or whatever. Like you just standing there. I used to know what it is, but you ain't moving nowhere. You put the comments down in the bottom, whatever it is. But he's standing with the ball and he's just dribbling. And they like, listen here, dude, you got to make some kind of thing. You can't stand up there in no one daggone place and you ain't dribbled at all. You need to put it someplace, okay? So that's what's going on with the divine masculine at this point. Now for the divine feminine in love, clear. What's happening with the current energies for this week? What's happening with the energies this week for the divine feminine? Okay. And what's happening with the energies for the divine masculine? Okay, you didn't want to come out? Passion. Yes, I can feel that he is. He's really passionate about how he's going to find out he's going to do this, but he's at this point is saying he at that night energy is like, I don't know what the hell to do. I just know I want to get the basket in this basketball, in this net, in the hoop, which is union, so I can score, and that's it. And we can win the game for the twin, Divine Unisouls team, and we can walk away. Karmics on one side, Divine Unisouls on the other side, and so we can win the game. I'm standing here. I know I'm the MVP, but I don't know where to go. I don't know what strategies. I'm listening to my coach hollering, talk about, boo, defense. You know, I was moving people around like, go for the ball. And he listens to his teammates like, come on, dude, we got you. We going to do defense for you. We got you. Go ahead. We going to block so we going to block number 36. And we going to block number 13 for you. Just go ahead and put it on in it. And he's like, but he's passionate about that, okay? Let me get some things that kind of will clarify that for us. Clear. What's happening with retreat? Can you clarify that for me, please? Because she's trying to heal things that's in the past. Become Jesus Christ like a become unconditional love. Got that. That makes sense. And for the divine masculine, can you clarify for me what's happening with this passion? Okay. For him, he has third eye chakra. So third chakra. Again, so we are talking about root, sacral, okay, sacral, solar. So that'd be solar. So he's working with his soul. So that means he's learning how to stand in his power. I thought so. I just want to make sure. Standing in your power. And that is true because, again, you in a Knight of Air energy, which is really flaky. I mean, at least now he knows he's not in page energy, that, like I learned today. Page energy is like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. They be like, or they look at, sometimes those basketball teams, somebody like, oh, hell, you didn't get, like when you was in school and you give it to a certain person, one of your classmates, you like, oh, hell, we done lost the game. They don't know what the hell they doing. They don't know how to dribble the down first. And they don't know which way they going. They talk about which way, and they're like, oh, dummy, you running the wrong way. You putting the ball in the karmic thing. You supposed to be, no, you putting it in ours. You putting it in ours. You supposed to put it in the karmic basket. Oh, my God, we gonna lose, Jesus. We gonna lose. I knew it when they picked you for our team, we was gonna lose. So that's saying he's not in the page of energy, but he's in the Knight of Air, which is a little bit better. At least he knows which basket he's supposed to put in. It's like, I'm supposed to put it in theirs. I ain't supposed to put it in mine. Okay, so Shamiel, so he's learning how to stand his power in order to get this passion. But then we got some issues with the financial constraints here. Okay, which is playing a part of him. He's trying to get some passion, but the cupboards is bare with that. Again, with you, Divine Masculine, I'll say the same thing. Play that again. Do the same thing, like I said, the role of the what ifs. That might help you out. Clear. Can you explain what's going on here with these final constraints and how that plays a part of him with this passion? This privileged lady, Lord have mercy, here she go again for the last damn reading. This chick here, Kiki, do you love me? Hell no, I ain't gonna ride with you, and I am thinking about leaving you. This one here, this privileged, this entitled woman, which I say is the karmic Kiki, with the 18-inch wavy with the head nails done, fake nails, gel nails, and saying, I can't understand why you don't want to get with me, is the reason. She is financially draining him, making it seem like the cupboards are bare because he's trying to impress her, who is trying to impress the world. I watched some new one that's talking about how this karmic here, which I think it goes on with the one that I had seen as well, talked about how, oh Jesus, I hope I can remember that. Let me look at the history. She was good. Tarot, a touch of tarot. She was good, and it's her thing is called Old Boy Karmic Ring Strings Cut. And I think that's the one that I looked at. Yeah, that was it. The old boy reading things. You like old boy, like when the stuff didn't hit the fan. That was good. Oh, this is the one I read. It was the one that said, "Old boy, he'd rather be done than keep trying to work with this." It gave some really, really, really good insight as to this karmic. Make sure you see her. A touch of tarot. She did a really, really good read as far as what was the insight behind why the Divine Masculine acts the way he does, and then also gave a good insight as to why she acts the way she does, because again, some childhood issues, some things of just not really knowing what love is and how to love, and that's why she's holding on to this and really caring about how her facade in the society is, then more so because it's pretty much like how she was raised. So if she's married to your Divine Masculine, how, they say you just stay in it, rather almost to the point that she rather for you just have a chick on the side rather than the divorce and let it go, knowing that it's just not good. If she had some self-value and really loved herself, she would be at the point that she was saying, you know what, this ain't even worth it. For me to be in a three-party situation, no. She talked about how later on, and I might check into that myself, how later on she does find love. I've been saying that even on my channel, whether you all accept it or not, that some of these karmics, they have somebody, the karmic that I've been reading for, has somebody waiting on the side. If she let that daggone Divine Masculine, I wish I could find, I don't know who that, no, that's a wealthy man. whatever. I'm just going to use him this way. This is divine, right? This is him. If she would get herself right on out the daggone way, because he ain't going to be the mailman. He might be. She might have her own thing. But if she move herself out the way, she will reveal this wealthy man here. And this is a good set for her. A wealthy man and a privileged lady. That means he can finance you. If you will move yourself literally out the way, and you will reveal and see, and out this situation, you would reveal this wealthy man. So that's funny, I found him. But this privileged lady here, she's trying to suck the divine masculine dry, and it is to the cupboards is bad. So she's saying right now, some of these divine masculines, according to a touch of tarot, is at the point that he was saying, you know what, just play like say, please release me, let me go. Da, 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 do, 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 do. You know that song, he said, please release me, let me go. So, do, 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 do. So whatever it is. So if they crying to the point that they saying, please release me, let me go. You know, it's like, I don't give a damn, whatever. You can have all this, have all that. Take the money. I was caring about the house. Hell, forget the daggone house. I'm going to say fuck the house. Forget the house. You can have all of that, whatever. Just get me out of here. So I have me a peace of mind. Very good. Just please make sure that you do. If I remember, I'm not going to say that I am. A touch of tarot. I will try to put forth the effort to do that. Hers. Very good. Very, 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 very good. I think this also puts in the pieces of the puzzle about who this privileged lady is, who Kiki is. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Beside me. Then so he said, no, he's slipping off the side. You know how they say, fall back, I got you. And when he go to the side, be beside me, he let it say, oh, I'm sorry, you didn't drop. I told you I won't be with your ass. I told you I want to be with you. You know I was going to be there, didn't you? Nope. That's my reason for me now. You didn't fail, and he going to run off and see that's his exit out of there. He left Kiki to fail on the damn floor when he did that. We riding. Kiki, do you love me? Where you riding? Whatever to the side, and he drop it down saying, she's like, okay, I'm gonna fall when we get to the side. We're gonna change the choreography. So when he said to the side, I'm gonna drop to you. He's like, okay, yeah, bet. Do that. Okay, I'm gonna be right here. So when you get that part, we do that to the side. Okay, here we go. To the side, and he drop and say, oh, you done fail, ain't you? And he gone. So that is it of that one. So yeah, this privileged lady is drowning him dry. That's why he having a problem kind of finding the passion about this and standing, in his power. We will kind of investigate this Kiki person again. Okay, so that's the action about that. Talked about the love. I did about the energy, the divine thing. I kind of worked in reverse order. What time is it? Almost 52. I don't think I need to do that because I did kind of in reverse order. So let me just go ahead and, because I think I want to investigate the Kiki situation and see what's going on with that. Is there any card that I did not use? Oh, what are the overall energies that we're going to be moving into to the next following week? Clear. What's the next energies? What's our energies? What's like the goal of the energies that we should be moving into? Page of water. Okay, so now we starting back at 1 again. Page of water is that energy of not knowing which way we going. The water is emotionally. So let's kind of see where we going here. So the energy we going into is this. Page of water. Oh my God, I even made myself laugh about that Kiki situation. Help me, Lord. I'm going to be okay. I can see her just dropping something like, yeah, do that. We're going to do that, and you going to fall back on me. And then she fall, he going to let her drop on himself. I'm gone, bye. So I'll be down. By the time she recover off that floor, he been gone, long gone off that ground. Here we go. Page of water. I say water. I didn't say fire. Is this the right ones? No, this is not. Oh, that's interesting. This is good tarot. Good tarot. Here we go. 1 over. Anyway. Page of water. I could have read that. I would have been interested to see what their take was on it. Okay, page of water. Okay. All right, page of water. Open-heartedness, childlike innocence, and curiosity, beginning of intimacy and relationship. Playfulness and cheerful optimism. I open my heart fully, allowing myself to feel childlike wonder and innocence. All adventures lead me where I need to go. Love awaits. Life is a delightful dance, and I am here to frolic and play. I am ready with a big smile, and I have on my dancing shoes. Wow. So this is the end. So we coming to becoming very clear, very childlike, innocent, and open-heartedness. We having a curiosity, beginning of intimacy and relationships, and playfulness and cheerful optimism. That's the energy that we're moving towards to in this week. Okay. Dang, just that quick, and then I forgot what I said was the good thing on this one. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, about the thing. Okay, I'm trying to remember what the title was for that one. That one. Okay, let's see. My mind right there, because I'm trying to think, because that was a good title there. I gotta remember to write that down. Where my pen at? I need to write, because I will forget. Is this work? Wait a second. Where my angel thing? This do work. Okay. This is what I want. Okay. Masculine. I was trying. What's that now? Didn't I just get this pen? Oh no, you ain't. Hey, you are going in. Travel links. I'm about that. He don't want to do that. Okay. All right. For traveling. Okay. All right then. Let's see what the Divine Feminine wants to say to Divine Masculine. Clear. Divine Feminine. What do you want to say to Divine Masculine? Oh, Jesus. Calm down. And Divine Masculine, what do you want to say to Divine Feminine? Okay. All righty. Okay. Divine Feminine says real simple. Say, I want you to be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show you care. Some of these Divine Masculines, I don't know what's happening this week, especially with this new trying to find passion. And whatever's going on with this previous lady, we'll find out in the next one to see what's going on. He's becoming very distractive. In some ways, you want to say, I understand you're distracted with whatever things that you're doing, but at the same time, I want you to be supportive. Energy wise, don't have to be physical. If you're not in the physical, whatever it is, that's even within yourself. So when your divine masculine self is doing a lot of thinking, say, remember, I want you, whatever things that you're thinking of, I want you to even support me emotionally wise. Okay, so that's a conversation that you need to have within yourself that also will filtrate also into the physical, into the 3D. Okay, also with the Divine Masculine, he's saying to the Divine Feminine, true love. This is love. This love is a once in a lifetime love. Okay, so he's saying, please remember that. No matter, even if I'm busy right now, you like, but you're not being supportive. You doing X, Y, Z. You on that job. You concentrating on it. You probably, because he said, I gotta make some more money for this damn Kiki, for her weave and her nails and all this stuff. And she run that because she mentioned on that Touch of Tarot thing that the Divine Masculine is finding himself doing a lot of things for Kiki, for this karmic. But at the same time, she's having him do everything. He's not doing anything in return. And I was saying to myself, now the ego was like, interested. That seemed like karma, because that looked like everything I was doing and doing in turn for you, I wasn't getting the same thing in return. Now you see how I feel. Now that's part. I do. Hey, we human. I'm a spiritual being having human experience. I can keep it real and 100. That's the first thing that came to me. I said, oh, now you see how I feel. You get in touch with your own medicine. That's all. On that part. But again, like I said, that's going to in turn help him. Like they said, what's your biggest regret? Him not turning back that love that the Divine Feminine gave him. But in turn, it's going to make him more appreciative and more receptive to the love of the Divine Feminine. Okay, so that's that. And then also with express love through gifts. Giving a small token to someone expresses your love to them. You hear a lot of ones on the channel saying, the Divine Master is going to he's going to present something very small to you as an opportunity to say, I want to kind of work on these things. So kind of look for the Divine Masculine, whether it's in the physical or in the 5D dimension, kind of presenting something to you. You know, kind of look at it, be open-minded to it. He was saying, you know, don't kind of shut it down and be like, oh my God, he could be doing so much more. Yes, because that daggone karmic, you know, the karmic situation he in, you know, that's nice. He sent me a text asking me about how I'm doing. And I'm like, is that it? Is that all? You ain't got nothing else? You know, so those things. So getting to the point, I told you all, I think the other reading, get to the point that you're appreciative or whatever, just say thank God for it. You know, you have to get to that point, because see, the more appreciative of the little small things you are, the more things the universe is going to bless you with the bigger things. Like, thank you God that he felt in his heart to contact me to see, hey, how you doing? And you just touch me on my spirit to say, on my heart to say, hey, I just want to check in and see how you doing. Thank you for the little small things, because they open up into larger things, okay? Then also, action speaks loudly. Express your love through your actions. You know, they're looking now, these are divine masculines, are creatures of, back to this, empowering your habits. Those things they can see more, they're more physical, we're more spiritual. They're looking for the physical things about what things are you doing. It's showing, you know, are you in it to win? Are you still in it with me? You know, so watch it. If your thing, if you're the ones that say, yeah, I'm in it to win, then watch your actions. Watch the things that you do. If you one that's kind of on the borderline, got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and you say, maybe one day my thoughts might change, and if I was you, I'd watch my actions from this point. If you're the one of those ones that say deuces, I don't give a damn about how it come out, what the outcome is, how he feel about it, then again, watch your actions with yourself, because you got to remember again that you do embody both energies. You are masculine and feminine, and watch the way how your actions are towards the way you thinking emotionally, okay? Then also, love makes the difference. Love can help heal past hurts, provides a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. Look, like he said, I seen in one of those cards that she pulled out, Divine Sunshine, about you trying to heal the past, and you were trying to retreat, and he's saying, okay, go ahead and go to the past, try to heal those things, because I know that's going to help you, provide you some security and some self-worth and some importance. Go ahead and retreat from the world. Learn, I think I seen earlier, said again also about you doing something about for self, for love of self. Do those things too to help you, because remember, back to today's, this week's objective, remember about what makes you feel loved, and remember about what things you need to let go, of those, which are those things that are your biggest regret. So remember those things. Keep those things in mind. All right, that is it. I will do the next one. I'm doing 3. The other one, this is part 1. This is part 2. And then I'm going to look at Kiki's situation. And then that is going to be, what time is it? What time is it? Says, oh yeah, that's good. 7 o'clock. It says wrap. That is going to be it for that situation of looking at those things. Okay, so all right, until next time, stay uplifted. Oh, and those of you all that did not skip part 1 to part 2, just keep my father in your prayers. He's in the hospital right now. They are still continuing to do dialysis, but a couple of while there, he was refusing medical treatment because his mind wasn't right. He's confused. Just really need for him to have clarity of mind at this point, so he can see, so he can really understand and be able to talk. Because right now he talks in intelligible talk. It's like, oh, some of it's from the past. Some of it's like, what did he just say? And you can't understand. So that's really right now what's on the table, is helping him with that. And you know, if whatever it is, why he's here, being very comfortable where he is, and then whatever he needs to decide to do as far as his next step is his own journey, that you know, all those things will come into play. I've asked the angels to work with him, and you know, also to work with the physicians to see whatever things that maybe is not being revealed, that needs to be revealed, that maybe can help with his situation, put him at ease. Maybe it might not be time for him. Maybe it's something they're missing, for that to be revealed. But if it is or whatever, then we'll take that step and the leg of our journey with him as a family together, and we'll be able to accept it. But at this time, just need your prayers as far as strength for me and strength for him as he goes through this process. So I would say until next time, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, and I'ma go.